Academics is crashing out right now after Lil Baby mentioned him by name in his new snippet.
Woo.
But during the crash out, Academics made a very big mistake in my opinion.
What'd he do?
He said specifically, F Academics, he the feds. So when I first heard this, like I was thinking, okay, like what exactly is he referring to?
Right.
Is he just referring to, yo, DJ Academics does media people, I guess they report on crimes that people do.
And I never understood why they call media people the feds. You put all your business out there. You say you're in this hood. You say you claim this gang. You said you caught this body. You said you hang with these people. And, you know, I just don't understand. If you're putting all this information out there, and I just say something about it, like, oh yeah, Lil Baby said he does that. How the hell am I the feds if you already said it? How am I the feds? Nigga, you the feds. You self-snitching.
You know, so like they the feds. I think Academics, when like Takeoff died, like Academics was on live for like 13 hours, bruh, right? Solving the murder of Takeoff. Some people call that police work. I call that great journalism. I do it. I come online, right? I speak on cases. I solve cases. So if that's, you know, fed stuff or the police, I'm the feds. You got me. But I think Lil Baby was being more specific. I don't think he was just speaking about the general journalism. I think Lil Baby was speaking about the incident in Miami. Academics was at Grand Risk. Everybody was having a good time.
He gonna touch it in Miami.
One of Lil Baby's like single fans like this, like I don't know, right? This was a dude who wasn't even a part of Lil Baby's entourage. He don't got a chain, right? He came around a couple times, right? Got to thinking he feel me, like he 4PF for real. So he's seen Academics, and I guess because, you know, he wants to be down with Lil Baby, he sees Academics. He plays as a fan of Academics, goes up to the car, tries to slap Academics. Academics duck it. His security drove off, but they spun back around to see if the dude was still outside. But when Academics came back online, I think Academics did the wise strategy where, you know, you don't necessarily give too much attention to the fan or the groupie who try to slap you. You give the attention to Lil Baby. So Academics essentially assigned the blame to Lil Baby. And I think this is the incident where Lil Baby is calling Academics the fed for.
Because, baby, if you got a problem with me, don't tell your mans you squashing it with me. Don't get on the phone, Rod Wave. I'll squabble up with you anywhere, anytime. You ducked it, and then you had your assistant squabble with you anytime. Scrawny as a drug addict. Stupid as up. I've been on that. You DM me.
You can't really say Academics, you know, like he not like that. We calling out Lil Baby and say he's gonna squabble. He said he wants the squabbles. You're not giving him, you're not giving him squabbles. I personally feel like Academics is in the right in this situation because the person that tried to slap him or admitted to trying to slap him do be with Lil Baby. Like there's multiple clips, multiple videos, multiple everything of him being Lil Baby's assistant, being with Lil Baby, all around 4PF. You know what I'm saying? Like if the U.S. Army go to a country and bomb them, I'm not finna blame the U.S. Army. I'm finna blame Trump. That's just how it goes. I feel like personally, you gotta have control of your goons, gotta have control of your people, because if you ain't pressed that button, he did it without his own, on his own. He gotta get disciplined. He needs to get DP'd.
You DM me where you at, I DM you where I'm gonna be at. You never showed me yourself trolling. I will watch you anywhere. Facts. But we squashed it because Rod Wave is a mutual of ours. But don't fake squash it and say your drawers holder to ever do nothing. So when I called you in the morning and I said, bro, you did that? And baby, you gotta respond to it. I'm gonna make this loud. You gotta respond to this. You're gonna either be pussy or you're gonna stand on it and say, I did backdoor that. So it was cool. When I asked you in the morning, you know what you said? So the first thing I said, yo, bro, you know when it came up to me, he said some 4PF. You know the first thing you said? Yo, act, chill, act, man, you on that police ass. I'm scared of this 4PF. Bet, cool. I say, yo, nah, baby, like this. So he's like, act what? You acting dumb. I said,
definitely.
bro. He said, yo, well, you got.
Academics didn't do what everybody expected him to do, which is 5 charges. Which to me would show that, you know, he's not the feds, right? Because, man, bro, you do that to me, right? You send somebody and they even, like, attempt to slap me, I'm filing charges, bro. Right? I'm filing a restraining order against you. I'm going the full way, bro. I want you to be prosecuted for this. Academics did not go the full way. He didn't call the police. He didn't do what, like, I guess, would be expected.
I think that's because it's not that serious, honestly. Like, yeah, you could say somebody came at you, you would file charges, but I personally feel like if you didn't even slap me, first of all, but if you tried to slap me, I'm not finna file charges on you, bro. I'm just gonna whoop your ass, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not finna do all this extra hooting and hollering, you know? I feel like you just more irritated because you saying that we cool, then we not cool because you send somebody after me. I'll press you about it, then you're not trying to talk about it. It's like you're playing both sides.
Poll in a physical combat that a scrawny drug addict, right, who basically can't say his ABCs. He's dyslexic, you know what I mean? He's half schizophrenic, missing a couple chromosomes. He's definitely that he could get in a physical combat with me. And no matter what they think about me, I'm not saying I'm a professional boxer or nothing. If we were locked in a room and only one man could walk out alive, who do you think would walk out alive?
You're Jamaican, bro. You
no,
got an island power.
Hold on. Those crackheads got squabbles. The crackheads got squabbles. I've seen that.
All right, well, if we factor that, you're right. If we factor that in, maybe if you go in there off like 15 perk 50s and, you know, like now I'm choking him half to death and like, you know, his corner gets to put like, you know, a perk on his lip and he's like, maybe. I don't know. Here's the thing. I talk tough to these guys because I don't think if they didn't have their crew, they could back it up.
I am aware that Lil Baby asked Academics for his location when he was in New York, I think a few years ago, and Academics gave Lil Baby his address to pull up for them to squabble. So if Ak is going through every means and every way to try to fight you or try to get violent with you, because apparently, you know, it's up, I don't think you can quite call him the feds, right? Because even like how Academics is going, if you do want to go to the feds or even try to file charges, they'll look at his actions online and say, bro, you're not no victim, bro. You threatened this man, you feel me? Like to fight this man, you want to pull up on him. Like at this point, it's mutual violations, okay?
Definitely.
Now, Academics responded back to this Lil Baby thing.
Definitely.
Like he actually found out when he was live on stream that Baby dropped a snippet dissing him. Like I don't know if Baby did that right intentionally, but
no,
yeah,
not
Academics
intentionally.
responded back. Now, Academics took the opportunity to essentially declare war on all of the Atlanta and disrespect all of Atlanta because of Lil Baby.
Hey, Lil Baby, I'm making short and sweet to your ass. You're hanging with the police. Y'all in Atlanta, we've heard you talk to the police. You can't say I'm the feds when we heard your man talking to the feds. I'm gonna cook you later. But let me just say that now. Let that back. You stupid ass. Imagine calling me the feds when you riding passenger princess with the feds.
Is he, you know, I'm not trying to insinuate. Here's what I'm gonna say, all right? The street code is if you talk to the police, you're a rat. Can we agree or disagree on that? That's what everybody says. You talk to the police, you are a rat. A lot of these niggas, not even just in Atlanta, a lot of these niggas be talking to the police, but they don't get claimed as a rat. So y'all be trying to play both sides and it don't make sense. On one hand, Gunna's a rat because he said YSL is a gang, organization when he got tricked by his lawyer or whatever. Then on the other hand, you're saying Young Thug and all these other people is not a rat because he was trying to play games. He was trying to throw the police off. Can't have your cake and eat it too, man. Can't go both ways.
He's referring to this video right here where Young Thug is looking absolutely ecstatic to finally be in good graces with Lil Baby because him and Lil Baby had some type of like falling out. And obviously we know from the record, when pick up the phone, yeah, call me a spider. So your Young Thug dropped a video looking like a groupie riding around town with Lil Baby. So Academics is calling Young Thug the feds. Now, I think what Young Thug did in that interrogation room is out of pocket, is not cool, is no excuse for it whatsoever. When I say that is telling, when I say that is snitching, I wouldn't go that far. And here's why. When I think about snitching, who did you put in jail? What was the intent? So if you go into the courtroom and you really don't give up any incrimination.
Stop making people a pass, Flacco. You giving them a pass, Flacco. Stop giving them a pass by the street code. How we were raised, what I was told when I was a young lad, a young whippersnapper. If you talk to the police, you're a snitch. If you go in this interrogation room and you say anything besides your government name, you take a tic tac, you're a snitch. When Future dropped Feds this week and you looked at that music video and they all got locked up, what happened? And none of them said nothing in the interrogation. They ain't trying to throw them off or none of that shit. You can't. I'll rock with Young Thug, all right? But you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways, bro. Either you rat when you talk to the police, or you not a rat when you talk to the police. But y'all be trying to make all these. Who did he tell on? Who went to jail? Who went to jail because of gunner?
I got y'all on tape talking to the cops. You want to do a marathon? It's a reason why when y'all drop songs, y'all gotta say, this a rat, this a rat, this a rat. Y'all from Atlanta, all y'all been doing is talking to the cops. That's the Atlanta special, you stupid ass. You can't call nobody the cops. If I'm the cops,
but honestly,
Young Thug the lieutenant.
But honestly, who is really gonna do something who's gonna do something to Academics? Let's be in real life. Who's really gonna do something to Academics? I don't think anybody's really gonna do anything to Academics, just being real with you. Like, I think, he's just gonna go in his ring, gonna say what he's gonna say, and he's gonna go untouched. Cause at the end of the day, here's the thing. Y'all can say what y'all want to say, but if you touch civilians, you're gonna go to prison. That's why they only do stuff to street guys, because if you do stuff to a civilian, especially a known figure like Academics, you're going to prison.